Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In this video we are going to see how we can display a list in our Android application. So basically we use Listview widget for that. So let's just get started without wasting time. Let me remove all of this code first. We don't need anything on the screen. I'm just gonna take a widget of Listview. Height and width both are going to be match parent. And I'm gonna give ID as LV for list view, and that's it. And yeah, of course we need to give constraint to the view as well. So I'm gonna give constraint both horizontally and vertically to parents. And now go to the main activity.kt. We don't need any of this variable, not the string as well. Just remove every bit of code from here. Yeah, so now let's take a variable. I'm gonna, this time for change, I'm gonna declare a list view variable as a global variable where lv of type uh, as a matter of fact, let's just create this in the onCreate method, because we'll have to initialize that as well. So let's just create here lv equals to of type list view equals to find view by id dot id dot lv. Now to display the list on our main activity, we first need to create another layout for one single item of our list. So let's just go to layout folder, right click on that, new layout resource file. I'm gonna name it item underscore lv item list view, which will hold this view basically will hold a single item of our list. So let me just go to the split screen. We don't need this constraint layout as a parent layout. We just get directly take a text view here, and just press the alt enter, override resource configuration. Just a minute. Require layout height and width. Why is not entering it? Define layout height as wrap content, wrap underscore. Why is not giving me any suggestions? Let me just undo everything, and yeah. So instead of constraint layout, I'm just gonna change it to text view directly, because that was giving me a hard time to change that. So yeah, the width will be match parent, doesn't matter. The height will be wrap content here, and I'm gonna give some sample text here. So text sample, then the text size will set to 20 dp, and to make it look a little better, I'm gonna give some padding of 20 dp to it as well. So yeah, as we can see, it's a little better on the screen. And let's just to make it look more better, let's just set text color to pure black. Sorry, black. Yeah, it looks much better now. So now it's done. Make sure that you give your height as the wrap content, right? Because we don't want to cover this whole screen in just one element of the list. This view basically will hold one item of the whole list. Now go back to main activity.kt file. Now to display a list, we first need a list, obviously, right? So let's create a list. Well, I'm gonna create the same list of cars, list of this basically is the same list of the previous video the one in the spinner. So the type will be string. I had BMW, Lamborghini, then what else we had? I don't remember. Audi, maybe? Audi, then yeah, let's just skip 3 for now. Now I have to display this list on the screen. So to do that, we again have to make an array adapter as we did in the video of spinner. So let's create an array adapter equals to array adapter, but this time the parameters for this will be different. So the first parameter will be this, which is the context of the main activity. Then the second parameter will be different. In the spinner, we use the by default layout that is provided by Android itself, but in Listview array adapter, we use this item lv layout that we just created. So I'm just gonna give r.layout.item lv, and as the last parameter we pass our list of cars. Now we just have to lv.adapter, we just have to assign our array adapter to our list view. So lv.adapter equals to array adapter. It will display the list of cars in our Android application. So let's run our application and see how the list looks on our screen. Yeah, so we have the list of our cars on our screen displayed in the list view. So, but let's now make a functionality when we click on an item of the list, it shows the toast on our list. So let's create that functionality, right? For now, if I click on the list item, it doesn't do anything. So in the spinner, we created an anonymous function because we had to handle both on item selected and on nothing selected. So on nothing selected, we would do something when spinner doesn't have any selection in it, right? So we handle that situation. But in the case of list view, we don't really have to care about on nothing selected. So instead of using anonymous function, we can directly use lambda function. So let's just write lv.set on item selected listener. Where is it? Item click listener, not selected. Item click listener, here it is. And then we can just use the lambda function. It will take 4 parameters. The first parameter will be parent, then second will be view. It will return these all things, right? And third will be position, and fourth will be an ID at a position. Set. Okay, I mistakenly used different methods. So lv.set on item selected, item click, rather, here it is. So it will give us the lambda function right away. We don't really have to write this or return values here. So anyway, we get the item the same way. We write parent dot get item at position, and we pass this position here, and we just have to toast this. So let's just create toast dot make text. Context will be this, and dollar, and at the end toast dot, why it's not giving me any suggestions? Anyway, toast dot, okay, Okay, I have to put it into a string here, so that's why it was giving me an error. So again, not a curly brace, it should be toast, sorry, quote, double quote, now toast dot length start, and don't forget dot show at the end, otherwise it won't show a toast on a screen. So let's run our application, and let me just remove this update message. So let's run our application. So here is the list of our application, and if I click on one item, it will toast the value of it, right? Lamborghini and Audi. So if you select get item at position, it will give you the value of that item. And you can also call, if you want to pass this item to another activity, you can also use parent dot get id at position, and you can get the id of that item as well, and you can pass this id to another activity, or you can pass the value itself to another activity itself as well. So here's two methods. You can get the item at the from the position, and you can get the item id as well. So anyway, that's how you use list view to display the list of data on the screen in Android, and that's how you select an item from the list view as well. So that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video.